Hello, beautiful light workers. How are you doing today? We are connecting today because, whoops, a lot of you, I'm just readjusting my camera here. A lot of you were actually more people I work with personally, were questioning themselves about their abilities, questioning themselves around keeping these abilities going. Am I worth it? So, welcome. I see Sarah's here. I see Heidi's here. Hello, ladies. Let me know who's there. Just post a comment, a little hello, and see how you're doing. I have been absent for a little while. Erica's here. Wonderful. Hello, ladies. Wonderful. Yeah, I have been absent for a little while, so it is the great opportunity for me to also see how you guys, how you're doing, all of you, and how was or were your last weeks. And feel free to share all this. I will read your comments, but while you write down and share with me, today I really want to talk with you, and this little talk will be followed by a short activation. I really want to talk about self-sabotage, and it's obviously happening to everyone potentially at one given moment in your life or in their lives. But when you're a light worker and a healer and a star seed, whatever word you use to define yourself, there's always a moment, and there are definitely more than one moment. There are definitely moments where you suddenly wonder, am I really aligned? This gift, is it going to stay? Do I need to practice? Do I need to learn more? Will it dissipate if I don't use it? Oh, am I going to make enough money for me to leave my work behind? So even if success is coming, there's always a moment where you don't even accept the comments, the successes, all the beautiful results. So I wanted to talk about this today. Sarah says, I have been absent as well. A lot of integration coming back into yourself. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I have been absent for personal reasons, and it was okay because it allowed me to discover different aspects of life. I was taking care of my dad, who had a little memory issue, so is obviously not. It's not Alzheimer yet. I do feel it's the beginning, but he was really bad when I arrived there. But I went there every day, visiting every day. Hello, Marie. And it got a lot better. So his memory is a lot better now, but still he's in that transitional state. So just being there every day at the hospital, seeing all the other patients going through their dementia in a certain way was really, really an awakening moment for me. So that was good. That was my time away from work, and at the same time I was still working. It is, if I had to experience this, it's because it was meant to be, and it helps me. Actually, I will channel a lot around. I will probably do it privately, and eventually I'll share it with you if I feel it's relevant, but around Alzheimer and dementia, I will ask the higher vibrational beings up there, wherever they're coming from, if they have anything to share around that topic, because I do feel that, you're evolving at on a different dimension when you have dementia. And there were times where I saw my dad not being present, but still there, if you understand what I mean. Yes, we never stop working, Marie says. Hello, Pedro and everyone. So I'm so happy you're here. Again, that was my little review of or summary of what I have done in the past 2 weeks. But first, I would like to ask you, how do you define yourself? Do you define yourself as a healer, a light worker, a star seed, an empath, sorry, or all of them? I really would like to know how you describe yourself when you talk about your intuitive powers, when you talk about your ability to help others. So take a few minutes just to embody those words. Again, if you use another word or other words, feel free to share them. All of them, says Murray. Wonderful. And these words have been chosen because as human, we need to define ourselves. Whenever you present yourself or introduce yourself to your potential clients, Erica says, I'm a healer and empath. Then your clients want to know, who are you? What are you doing for me? So that's where it is important for you to define what you are and who you are. And but if you say you're an empath, it is your nature. Okay, it's not really a job. It's not really a I shouldn't say it's not a gift, because I do feel it's a gift, but it's not something you can use as a way of expressing what you can do for others, but it is who you are. So it is good to maybe relate to your clients, as they will probably feel that they're empaths as well. So it's good for you to make a connection with them. So yes, highly sensitive people, empath, I do believe that we're all this here in this group. And I know there's many more who are defining themselves as highly sensitive people, or very intuitive, and don't know yet, or don't dare to use the terms light workers, starseed healers, because we feel that, oh my God, I need to know so much more before I use the word healer. And healer is sometimes not really accepted in the health field. We're not doctors, we don't have that training, but we do support as a complementary service to people. So yes, Pedro says a bit of all those three for sure. Heidi says, I get lost, a little bit overwhelmed with all the labeling, and yes, deciding on which one. Sarah says, multifaceted healing being. Yes, that makes total sense. So remember, these words are one, to you define yourself and feel connected with those words, because I loved the word light worker, but I observed people who were labeling themselves as light workers. I was not feeling like, oh, I'm not sure I can hold the light that long. That was a few years ago. And now you realize, no, a light worker can be a dad taking care of his kids full time while the mom is working in a bank. You understand? Being a light worker is keeping the light and showing the light to people for them to realize there's something else than just, doing the 3D things. So being a light worker is a mission. We're not always aware of it. Being an empath is more describing who you are and how you process energy. But when you start to say, I'm intuitive, it can also be just a description of who you are. But when you say you're a healer, you're already pretty much sending the message that I'm here to help. You can be a light worker and not feeling that you're helping because you don't want or do not need to be of service, but eventually you will feel the nudge within you telling you that, why don't you use your gift, Erica says, you're so right about using the word healer. Just really accepted that, yes, I'm a healer. Sarah says, shining the way to their truth and accepting themselves. Yeah, and all the energy that comes with this. Totally. Anne Gael, hello, bonjour. So, again, I'm just asking those words or how you label yourself for you right now to see how you embody those words. I know that if you're here, you are a light worker. I know you're a star seed, because that is my belief that we all come from other planets with other energies than just this 3D Earth energy. So whether you believe it or not, do not label yourself as a star seed yet, you do have something of that galactic spark within you. Okay. Now, if you label yourself as a healer because you fully embody your mission, you're helping other people, then you're already active. You're already there helping others, whatever your modality and your gifts and your powers are. Again, just saying out loud, I'm a healer. It took me a while. It's easier for me to say I'm a channeler, I'm a light worker mentor, I'm a teacher than a healer. It's like I was scared at first that I was going to just saying I'm a healer, I'm making a promise that I'm going to heal you. Okay? So yeah, Heidi says it's very conflicting. It is. But as soon as you're clear about how you define yourself, then it's easier for you to explain to others what you do. So I do offer healing through my channeling, through my activations, when I help light workers uncover who they are fully and clearing all the doubts and the fears. Healing is happening. I know that I'm just a vehicle from which through which the energy come and goes to reach my client. But yes, healing is happening. So it is important. It is important for you to know who you are. And if you're not sure yet, just use the words and see how it feels and see how it resonates with you, and see how do you hold the light every day. How do you feel the star energy, so the galactic energies within you that could define you as a star being? How do you feel you're helping, healing people just by a chat with them, just by listening to them? Just see. And if you really take the time to do so, you'll realize that you have all those energies already within you. But because we're living in a 3D world, we need to label ourselves. But beyond the word, you can just add any adjectives you want to this. You're a healer. You could use energy and call yourself an energy healer. You could be a channeling healer, whatever it is for you. So now that you took the time to do so, yes, Sarah says, I feel more like a guide. And yes, I do feel we're a guide. We're all guides. We do interact with people. We shift people. We help people shift whatever gifts or powers we use. So yes, but again, they're still in this 3D world. There's energies associated with words. So I know you're more than a guide, Sarah, and for everyone else, you being a guide is one aspect of what you're doing. You're all mentors, you're all teachers, you're all healers, you're all clairvoyants, clairsentients, a claircognizance. It's just coming in and out depending on what you do, who you work with, and whatever you're doing in your day. I know that for a fact that you're all of this. Again, eventually you will feel that you're all of this at once when you're working with people. That happens when I start to channel or connect. My nose is starting to itch. So I'm sorry if I do that, but it comes like that. And so you're all of this, and eventually you will connect with your clients, and you will feel that you're healing, you're seeing, you're hearing, you're connecting to the stars. You are feeling the light within you. You're recoding people. You are so many things, and you're connecting to galactic and star people too. So in the end, you're all of this. You're definitely all of this. Again, depending where you're at on your journey, you might not always feel those gifts happening at once, but you're all of these. So why was it so important for me to ask you these questions? I wanted to know, whenever you're fully connected to your healing self, your light worker self, your channeling self, your guide self, your teacher self, your loving nature self, just connect when you feel aligned and you're totally offering to people your true authentic self. How does it feel? Just connect to this for 1 minute. If you don't do that every day, well, just remember one moment where you have been helping other people and you could see in their eyes, or maybe they shared with you a feedback and say, oh my God, that shifted my life, or oh my God, the pain is gone. All the advice you gave me really helped me feel aligned and helped me take the right decision, or whatever you do. Just connect to those moments where you are in your authentic, true light worker, healing self. And you can measure the results in others, either because you see it or because they tell you that a shift occurred? How does it feel? And write down in the comment section how it feels when you feel totally aligned, when you feel that what you have been sharing is really producing results that you can measure, that you can see, that you can witness, that you can hear about. How do you feel? I would love to read your comments. How do you feel when that happens? And while you're writing your own feelings when you are aligned with your mission, I can just share mine, as it might unlock some of your, you might say, oh, me too. You might feel a connection. But first of all, when that happens to me, oh, good. Angel is writing, I'm going to read yours first because I know mine. Angel says, I feel joy and light, inner peace and strength. Beautiful. And it's so nice to feel inner peace and strength. Think of that. Inner peace is feeling totally serene about what's happening. And strength is feeling empowered. And you can feel both at once. Beautiful. Erica says, I feel so right. I feel so much love and gratitude. Yes, because you're aligned. Marie says, pure excitement, pure loved, blessed. So yes, you feel you're supported. You feel that you're at the right place. So you feel all the energy supporting you. Pedro says, I'm living my fullest potential. So again, we're talking about alignment. We're talking about not questioning, am I doing the right thing? Is it really the right field? You're right there. Sarah says, feeling playful, amazing. You see people's being wonderful, their eyes lit up, wonderful. I want to dance and sing. Yes, of course, alignment, lightness. Heidi says, feeling connected to everything, very peaceful and blissful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are definitely fully aligned with your mission. Totally. And again, this feeling, you can also keep it, whether you're working with people or not. And that is also part of the work we're doing, is maintaining this high vibration. When you help people, you're elevating your vibration. So you're entering in contact with high vibrational beings. Can be guides, it can be teachers, it can be star people. It is obviously your higher self and your client's higher self, but it's all of that. So whenever you come down to reality, to your everyday life, you still keep that energy in your field. And of course, your client is fully floating, but you personally still keep this. So when you can keep that, of course, as long as you can, simply by entering again into that field through meditation, through a work, through even massage, through any kind of tool or any kind of process that helps you reaching that state. So you do not always need to work on a client to keep that high vibration within you. You do not need that. But our clients are helping us, because not only do we see the healing, but it mirrors back our own healing, our own ability. Oh my God, it is true. I was not dreaming. I am making a difference, and I feel it in my body. Not only did I help a person, but I feel it in my body. And if you're doing group healing or group sessions, you're not only reaching one person, you're reaching many. So imagine the pride you can feel about that. Yes, you have the right also to feel very 3D emotions. Yes, feeling proud, feeling empowered, feeling motivated, feeling focused, feeling strong, feeling, I'm pretty sure you know all the different emotions you can feel at this time. We're talking about lightness. We're talking about inner peace. Great. We're talking about connecting to high vibrations. Wonderful. Very, very highly vibrational. But when you go back down to your 3D self, and you need to, because you need to interact with other people, you need to live your life, then you should, and we should, transmute those highly vibrational emotions and feelings. So we're talking about feeling light, feeling empowered, feeling focused is more 3D, but feeling connected, feeling elevated, feeling rising into higher realms. These are very fifth dimensional and up emotions. But when you go back down to your, and I shouldn't say down because it means it's lesser, but let's say when you vibrate to your everyday life incarnation, we should be able to transmute high vibrations and emotions into more 3D emotions. So do not stay in the, oh, it feels light, it feels good, and then turn back down and say, oh my God, I don't feel as light right now. What is it? What is happening? Do not let that happen because it's not meant to happen this way. Ask your higher self to help you transmute all these beautiful emotions that were generated from the moment or from the sessions you had with your clients and people you work with. Ask your higher self, transmute these, alchemize these into more third dimensional emotions that will help me to continue on the mission, on my beautiful journey and feeling aligned with it. Because if you don't see clients every day and you're slowly learning to stay in that high vibrational state, and it's not happening very quickly for you, you need to ask your higher self, I'm aware I need to come back down to cook, to drive, to be aware, to teach, to whatever you do in your everyday life, which is pretty much what we all do. How to feel still empowered, how to still feel light, empowered, and focused when it's time to buy your groceries, charge your clients. A lot of us are not feeling so empowered and so light when it's time to say, well, my session is $250 for an hour together, whatever price you charge. Suddenly we feel that our vibration is a little bit lower. Well, that is telling you that there's something to clear around that. How to still remain clear about your mission when it's time to tell your potential clients, this is what I do. I know I have witnessed the power of it. I can help you, even though you will be the one processing all this. How to make sure you keep that high vibration that came through the work with your client and transmute this into 3D emotions. As if you are going to the gas station, filling up your tank from the work you have done with your clients and allowing the energetic fuel to turn into a more 3D fuel to get you going when you do things that are maybe not as light. But there are ways to enjoy buying things, spending, because we know that in return, buying will give us, and again, I'm not talking about spending without any reason. I'm talking about buying food or buying a service or buying an object or a tool or a whatever you need to grow. Suddenly you feel that, yeah, I feel empowered. I feel aligned with this, and you don't start to go back inward into your fears. So today I'm talking about all this because self-sabotage comes from the fact that even though we may feel joy, we may feel total bliss and peace and strength when we're working with ourselves or with people, we still don't alchemize this in an efficient and healthy way. Suddenly we don't have any clients for a while, or we don't work, and suddenly bang, the fear around money, around security, around, oh my God, I'm not good enough, or is my gift going to disappear? All this comes back in because we have disconnected from what we have uncovered within us through the healing process with others. And we haven't, instead of saying, why don't I transform this and keep it and use it because it's recycling. Everything we do with our clients, we keep a lot of it within us because it goes through us. So we're observing, or we are observers, but we're also thinking as much. It's not depleting your client. There's enough healing energy and beautiful, powerful energy in the universe to heal the whole planet times 10 and even more. So you're not depleting anyone by doing this. So take what you deserve from the work you do with others. It will come naturally. You don't even have to focus on what will be left. Just do your work, and at the end you will feel, wow, okay, I see that person changed. Or I just hear, or they write to you, they send you a comment, a written comment, an email, and you say, wow, that feels good. And even that, even if they don't share right away how they feel, you know how it feels. If it felt good for you when you helped a person, you know that it is exactly the right energy that went through you. So that is the proof that it is working for you. Self-sabotage comes when we're suddenly doubting that it will stay in our field. So it was important for me to talk about that today because you know that I work one-on-one with people. I'm just working as a mentor to make sure that they clear all the remaining blocks they have around feeling not aligned, around feeling that they're not using fully their potential. And we go through so many things: emotional clearing, connection to the higher self, connection to star beings, connection to past lives and future self coming through and showing, well, this is what can come into your field of awareness if you work this way. So we do a lot of things. But lately, and I think it's fine because I'm happy my clients and students are sharing this with me because it allows me to share that with you. A lot of them, after 2, 3, 4 weeks working with them successfully, because the goal is not just only to clear your stuff when we work together, is to make sure that your healing work becomes more fluid, becomes more aligned, becomes more rich and pure, okay? But after 2 or 3 weeks, it is not uncommon that my students come back to me and say, well, today wasn't a great week. Even though my client really felt success and felt healing, it didn't do anything to me. I started to feel not numb, but kind of detached. And I answered, and this is what I answered to them, and I'm answering that to you to make sure that if ever you feel this way, you're ready. You're totally ready to understand that it is part of the process. There's nothing wrong about that. It is the ego self. So what I call the earth self, which is your subconscious mind, your ego, your conscious mind, they're all working to get you going on the earth plane to make sure that you are functioning correctly. Well, they have anchored fears. Fears of not being good enough, fears of success, fears of failure, fears of losing the gift that may look extremely magical to others, surreal for others. And what if I was waking up one morning and that was gone? Who would I be? Who would I become again? I don't want to go back. Although it doesn't mean these are your thoughts, but this, like conscious thoughts, but these are thoughts that the subconscious mind is somehow regurgitating, bringing back to your awareness, to your mind once in a while. Doesn't mean they all show up together. And it can be quite scary because you realize, oh my God, like it's been 3, 4 weeks I'm doing this or longer. It's working. I'm improving my gift. I'm channeling better. The healings are more and more potent. And still, I do not find success. I still feel that I'm missing something. So that is not your true self. That is not your core self, your authentic self. This is your earth self. This is your subconscious mind bringing back a fear that needs to be addressed. if you don't address it, or if you just dive into it and say, oh my God, yeah, that's it, I don't enjoy it anymore, I let it go, I'll go to something I know because I know at least I can measure it, then you will just deplete yourself energetically. Hello, Stephanie. Nice to see you. So self-sabotage, it's when success is showing up, appearing in your life, and you do everything most of the time unconsciously to destroy it, or not, at least not savor it, not to enjoy it. And we should enjoy every success our clients have, because we know it's mirroring back to us, because their healing energy went through us. So we should enjoy it. Now, again, self-sabotage is a blend of different fears. Again, the fear of not being good enough. You have, and I will dissect each one of them. The fear of not being good enough is, even if you are succeeding with your clients, you're scared that somehow this will disappear, that you're a fraud, that somebody will see in you and will say, well, where did you get that gift? Can you prove it? Did you get a certification? And we know we can't, because it is totally intuitive. So these fears may come up. So this is not feeling good enough, not knowing that you cannot claim you're a healer or a light worker because you haven't attained a level of efficiency or a level of mastery that is not high enough for you to use those terms. This is the fear of not being enough. The fear of being a fraud too, because you don't have the training, because it all came naturally. That is a fear caused by so many things. It could be obviously connected to things you have experienced in the past, in this life, or in a previous one. It could be connected to what you are witnessing around you, because being a fraud in the world of healing is very common. I mean, that's why it's good to just at least to connect to people who are working in the same field or vibrating at the same energy, simply because you realize we're so many doing this. I cannot be a fraud. That cannot be just something that appears and disappears. So fear of being a fraud, fear of success. When you see success with your clients, when you're beginning, and I'll tell you that it did happen to me recently, it was so beautiful and so powerful and so wow. I was like, is it going to stop? Even after so many years, you do have those moments like, it's too good to be true. This is the fear of success, and I'm experiencing this too. The fear of success is so close to the fear of failure, but the fear of success is having it, is tasting it, and saying, oh my God, my life's gonna change. I'm having success. More people are going to call for my services. I'll be overwhelmed. I will lose track of my life. So no, I'd rather go back down to be little. You see, so that needs to be addressed too. Again, these fears are not inherent to you. You were not born with this. They were anchored as a program. Hello, Tori. Nice to see you. They were anchored as a program, something that got anchored in your field of awareness, because either they were told to you, you're not good enough, you'll never succeed. No, just stay small. At least you can control your environment. If you get too big, you will lose control. Whatever you heard, whatever you saw, whatever you read about what you are doing, or it could be connected to past life. It has to be cleared. Same thing with fear of failure. Fear of failure, it's probably connected to people who have broken down your attempt to do something different. Forget it, it won't work. So many people did that and they failed. Or you tried before. How many times are you going to do this? You see, it doesn't work. Whatever it is, it has to be cleared. It is so important. Self-sabotage comes from old patterns that you have been exposed to in the past as a child. Maybe your family, maybe a loved one. Most of the time it's connected to childhood. It may be repeated, with different relationships you have experienced, but most of the time it's childhood. And if it's deeply, deeply ingrained and deeply anchored within you, it could be connected to past life where you died, and before reincarnated, the healing did not fully happen. Hello, Lynn, how you doing? So, self-sabotage, I would like to hear from you. Now that I told you what self-sabotage can be and how it can express itself in your everyday life, do you have any examples in your life where you have been working with people using your intuitive gifts, your powers, and it was working and the feedback was great, and there was one moment out of the blue where you felt, yeah, it's not enough, or that kind of feeling where you're starting to doubt it will come back again, or you're not even enjoying it fully? Can you just write about that? I would love to. I told generally how it comes to people's awareness, but how does it feel for you? How does it feel? And while you write down your comments around that, we will end today's connection with a short activation. I want to make sure that if ever it happens to you again, and it will, I'm sorry to tell you it will, while I'm waiting for you to write your own perception or your own experience with self-sabotage, when you work with your healing gifts, you need to address it. You really need to address it, because it will pollute the pleasure you have to be of service and to help in a beautiful way. So it's not saying, go away, I know you're not really meant to be in my field, I know you're from my past, go away. That is not enough. It can be good if you need to react quickly, but eventually you will need to ask your higher self, can you show me the core of this? When did it start? Did it start in a specific situation? Why do I repeat this? It is really, really important that you address it. If not, it will come back. Some aspects of it will dissipate if you're really focused enough and really, really motivated to say, I'm getting over this. I am conquering my fears and I'm still working. But by experience, and my own experience, not just my students' experience, we need to address it. We need to say, okay, when does it happen? What is the fear? And we need to clear it. This is an old program, and you do not need to feel it. It will come to your awareness simply as a reminder, that something needs to be looked at. This is the first goal of emotions. The first goal of emotions is to let you know something needs to be addressed and healed. That's it. Erica says, doubt, definitely not good enough. Like, who do you think I am? Yes. Also, I only began to take payment in the last 6 months, which is good. Yeah, that is important. That is important. And I'm glad you're doing it. And your value comes also from the numbers you use when you charge. Sarah says, you're not good enough. When am I doing this? You see, it's pretty much what Erica's writing. We're pretty much in all this. Scared of being trapped in a cycle that I lose, and I lose it and then left alone and the hell within. Yes, yes, yes. I totally read you, ladies. Stephanie, I love when I'm placed directly on your path when you're speaking. Yes, it's been a while. Yes, yeah. Current lesson for you, let go of self-sabotage. So, Stephanie, how does self-sabotage come to your awareness? How does it talk to you? And how can I get money from this? Yes, that is the big, you'll hear me more and more talking about money. Yes, and not money like you need to make money. Not in that sense. Money is what will help you. And I did a few a few lives around this a few weeks ago. So feel free to go back because they're as potent and as powerful. But you can offer free stuff. You can offer guidance the way I'm offering a free live right now, because it wakes you up. It allows you to see, oh yes, I'm lacking this. Oh yes, other people are feeling this way. And Gail says, feeling almost ashamed to ask. Yes, ask for money. Yes. Well, why do you guys feel ashamed to ask for money? Why? I mean, when you go for a healing, when you go for a haircut, when you go for your dentist, do you say, hey, are you feeling ashamed to ask me money for that service? Yeah, okay, I feel better when I go and see you, but why do you charge me? Are you asking those people that? I mean, it's true, a dentist went through, a curriculum and has a diploma, but don't focus on how they got to do what they're doing. Focus on what they're offering and the outcome. So if you go and see a dentist, it's to heal something that is off. The result is I feel a lot better now that I went to see you compared to before. So when you are showing somebody you can heal them, and they can either see it through the way you express how you are or can help them, and sometimes just the first session can give them enough of an overview what to give to invest more with you and invest time and energy, focus, not just money. Well, when people see that they can heal with you, then suddenly the price is totally irrelevant. They realize I have the choice to feel and stay in pain, in doubt, trapped in my own fears, because I don't want to pay whatever price the person you want to work with is charging. Or I can invest in this. In the end, if you work with me, if you work with Heidi, if you work with Stephanie and Gail, with all of you, somebody works with you, they're not really working with you. They're working for themselves. I'm paying you because you are going to give something for me that will allow me to feel better. So I'm just paying for me. I'm just investing in me. So when it's time to say, this is how much I charge, whatever the price is, and I know most of you here, if you are working with a person for 45 minutes to an hour, you should not charge under 200. So I don't know what guys charge. Again, self-sabotage and money is definitely one big thing as healers, but you should not. Why? You're not taking money from somebody else. You are offering them something that probably will help them make more money. If somebody comes to you because they feel pain and that pain stops them from working or stops them from being active the way they want, they're probably making less money because they are handicapped somehow, emotionally, physically handicapped. So it's just recycling. I'm giving you 200, 300, whatever, as a client, whatever I'll pay to the healer, to whatever. And in return, I get this feeling of healing. And then I can just do more stuff that will allow me to get that money back. And I will reinvest in other. It's all about growth. It's all about feeling better. It's all about growing. You invest to grow. You invest to feel more aligned. So it is one part of the self-sabotage. But yes, not feeling good enough, feeling that you don't have the tools. We need to clear this, ladies and gentlemen. It is important because you do not want to work with clients like 10 a day and just having, I don't know how much per day, 100, 200 per day. You will feel depleted. And I know that all of you here with all your different gifts can definitely help hundreds of people per year, if not thousands. I know that. Can you meet 5 people a day? You could. I've done it. But it was not sustainable energetically. I did that for a few years, and let me tell you that at the end I was like, and I needed a break. A good thing that I could develop my intuitive abilities. I realized, well, I can work in a different way. Instead of working with 5 a day, I will work with 5, 6 a month, and they will be good. I know that by the end they will be good. They will be free. They will be empowered, and they'll be able in return to recycle all the work we have done to be of service to others. This is recycled energy. So yes, you might not have a diploma, you might not be certified as a healer, and you don't have to. What we do is more by connected to what I call like-hearted people or like-minded people. It's just by interacting, to have, of course, reading the right books and eventually finding the course and a mentor that helps you. But it's beyond this. It's making sure that every day you surround yourself with an energy that makes you feel that this is how it feels. So self-sabotage, whatever the message comes through, whether it's money, yes, ripple effect is so awesome. Whatever is generating within you the self-sabotage, whether it's because you're scared of charging, whatever, or you're scared the gift is going to disappear, or you feel you're a fraud, or you feel of success, because when you're successful, and I know it right now, my life has changed. Before I used to have, 5 or more or less appointments a day. So I was like really scheduled, and suddenly everything has changed because I only work with a few people every month. I want really to take them from A to Z, and then that's it. They're good. I work with another group and so on. So it's so different. I'm more present with this in the social media. So everything has shifted, and that will imply that I will need to hire an assistant because I'm expanding. An assistant means that I have to choose the right person, and I need to make sure we're connected, and I need to oh my God, work with so many technology, like the platform, the Facebook, and all the different applications that are allowing me to be efficient. That is changing my everyday life totally. And that fear of success, yes, success, helping others, helping people will change your everyday life. So you need to clear everything that is stopping you from enjoying the process of helping others. It will happen as you are growing, evolving, and expanding. Hello, William. So nice to see you. So as you are growing into this ability and this joy of being of service, then you have to remember that this joy has to be transmuted in a joy that you can use every day with your family, with your partner, with your neighbors, with your colleagues. It has to be recycled. And every emotion that stops you from enjoying the pleasure and the satisfaction and the pride you have to help others and bring healing to others, it really needs to be addressed. It doesn't mean it will go like this, but it needs to be addressed. You can, again, I just repeat for whomever is joining right now, you can overcome it. You can just say, I don't care. I'm still meeting client. I'm just going forward, and you're just continuing your work, but it will come back. If it's not with your clients, it will be when money comes in, you will feel, oh my God, I'm making way, way more than I used to do in my past with my past work. Oh my God, do I really deserve that amount of money? Well, yes, you do, because you're saving lives. You're really saving lives. Really, really. I mean, do you question a doctor making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year? You don't, because it's accepted in our society that that's their job. Don't worry about society at this point. Don't worry about what people say. your clients will come to you. They will hear you. They will sense what you do, and they will want to work with you. They might try 1 or 2 sessions with you. Hello, Manon. And it's okay if they don't work right away with you. You need to just show them what you do. But again, if those feelings are coming up, we're here to talk about that. And really in a minute or so, we will have a short activation. But if it's coming back more than once and just jumping over it is not enough because it's coming back, please, 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 just address it. Just do whatever you need to do to say, what is the problem here? Why are you coming back? Where are you coming from? Is it because I heard my mom saying that, hey, money, forget about money, it will bring you troubles? Or, yeah, healers, yeah, it's woo-woo, nobody really trusts them. Whatever it is, you have to enjoy what you do, because that will empower you so much. And that will empower you in your everyday life, whatever it means for you. Manon says, I did a lot of clearing with different modalities and nothing changed. Any advice? Yeah, call me. That's the best advice, Manon. Call me, because that won't stay in your field for very long. It is also part of the process. Remember, if you're new at embodying your healing abilities and your gift, which will change over time. Okay, even if you feel seasoned in what you're doing, remember that will grow. Even if you work with the same method, it will grow. You will start to uncover more abilities, because the field of access to all those potential gifts is really expanding so much. So we're starting to download more gifts. I never stop. I really never stop. Sometimes it's tiny gifts. Sometimes it's new ways of using the same gifts in different locations or at different times. And I realize, oh my God, it's a new way. So there will be times that even if you're a seasoned healer, where you will find, should I really add that new gift in it? Should I change my offering? Should I change the way I work? It is totally normal, but do not stay in it. So Manon and anyone else, you all know that if ever you have questions around that before we start the activation, come and chat with me. Okay, I will share the link below, because I cannot type it now. But it's natalierestore.com/chat with Natalie. It's been a while, just 2 weeks, and I forget my own website. So again, natalierestore.com/chat with Natalie, and we can have a chat together. Okay. Of course, I will talk about my services, but there's no need for you to buy or work with me if you don't want to, or if you don't feel ready. But at least we could chat about where you're at right now. We could chat about your blocks. We could chat about what you have been experiencing and what is your potential outcome, what is meant to happen. So I won't channel during those chats, but I'm intuitive enough just through the conversation to offer you a few possibilities and just tell you, look, if you go on this way, this is what could happen, and so on. So Manon, if you feel you have tried many things, it's probably because it did not go deep enough for you. You need to really clear emotionally what is blocking you from enjoying the process. Definitely. Yes, I wanted to say something and I forgot. All right. Do you have any questions, guys, before we start the activation? And just today's activation could be enough. Just today's activation could be enough to help you unlock a little bit. And just being aware of where it's coming from can be just a big aha moment for you. It could be, oh my God, it's because my brother told me that I was not good enough at working with people, that somehow it generated a fear of being authentic when you're with people, as an example. That could be enough. All right. So let's do this. I will just set myself to sit down comfortably. It should last somewhere like 5 to 8 minutes. So sit comfortably and get ready to close your eyes. And if you're seated, make sure your feet are touching the ground. Good. Let's do it. Take a deep breath in through the nose and just release completely through the mouth until no more breath, like a big sigh of letting go, like a big Good. So deep inhale through the nose and let's do this 3 more times at our own pace. Beautiful. So now use your powerful imagination to create images in your mind. And it doesn't matter how you see things and feel things, you will always do it perfectly. Right now, visualize a beautiful white light all around you. Not too close from your physical body, not too far. Just at the proper distance, whatever feels fun, agreeable, whatever feels right. Feel the white light around you. This white light is a part of your energy field. It allows you to connect within and creates a bridge to connect to other sources of energy way far beyond your ability to see with your physical eyes. You feel safe, you feel comfortable, you feel totally at ease, you feel you're letting go. So see your body in the white light. Feel the space between your body and the white light. And be totally aware that there's life beyond your white light. People you know, people you don't know, people struggling, people enjoying life. Either way, their energy does not affect yours right now. You're in this now moment. Take yourself visually in a place where you feel comfortable. So it's not your home, it's not your garden, it's somewhere outside, real or not real. See yourself there. And look around. What do you see? What kind of vegetation? What kind of architecture? If there's some monuments or some buildings, whatever it is. Look at the sky. Look at the ground. Feel the temperature. Beautiful. You're safe. You're totally relaxed. And you know that in this place you are, in your mind, your body feels at ease. Your mind feels relaxed. And your higher self just pops in as it appears in front of you, like a messenger of divine knowledge, a knowledge that you already have within you, but as your higher self shows up in front of you, as if it was an external version of yourself, as a reflection of yourself, vibrating at a higher vibration, you feel that suddenly there's a communication that can happen between you, the earth self, with your earth awareness, and your higher self, this expanded version of yourself who knows everything about you. It knows your past, it knows your future and all the potential futures. It knows your past lives, it knows all your guides and all the beautiful energies you can tap into. It knows everything about you and beyond. So allow the connection. Allow and see that somehow a few beams of light coming from your higher self is or are entering your physical body. So it can come through the third eye, it can come through the solar plexus, the heart, or any other part. It doesn't really matter, but just see some energy coming from your higher self and just entering your field as a gate opener. And through this very deep and powerful connection, your higher self is simply transferring some important data. It is showing you why you self-sabotage yourself. Why? It shows you how it started. Maybe an event created this. Maybe a person, maybe something you witnessed, maybe something you heard on TV. Whatever it is, your higher self is getting your attention by generating feelings and images in your brain, in your awareness, to show you why sometimes you feel like a fraud, not enough. You don't deserve a right and very abundant amount of money for the service you're rendering. Feeling that you're sabotaging yourself when you could succeed, fear of failing. They're all connected to different recorded data within your brain. And I will give you a minute of silence to ask your higher self, show me why I feel this way. And you can say whatever the feelings are. Fear of success, fear of failure, not feeling good enough, not deserving what is coming my way. And give enough time for your higher self to show you why you feel this way and potentially when it started. Let's do this now. Take a deep breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Letting go of what is no longer serving you. Letting go of what had created an obstacle in your life. See it, feel it, leaving your awareness field, your body, your mind, your heart. It doesn't matter how and who implanted those feelings within you. They are dissipating, they're melting, they're just going away. Just know that this process may take an extra 48 hours to finalize its journey out of you. Either way, it will happen with ease and flow, with a great sense of gratitude, with a great sense of a total bliss and feeling thankful for allowing your body and your mind to finally Let go of what was blocking you from enjoying the fact that you're a healer. Enjoying the fact that you are an abundant healer. That relationships, money, health, security can flow abundantly in your life. Your heart is opening up to now allow your life as a clear, proud, trusting light worker is now settling in strongly within your field. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out again as a final process. And we're thanking your higher self for joining us, allowing this vortex to become stronger, because we are here as a group. Whether you watch this live or as a replay has no incidence on the beautiful shift you will feel very, very soon. You have the right to enjoy happiness while healing yourself and others. Actually, the universe wants you to be of service and help as much as you can in a very aligned way. You never will overdo it to the point that you will feel overwhelmed. It will always be balanced, always balanced. Your body and your mind will always let you know when it's time to take a break. So feel that your mission is now deeply being revealed again to another level for you. And again, the next 48 hours will even clear more, reveal more, and the price you need to charge will come out of your mouth in a very easy and fluid way, because you know your value, you know your power. Same thing with your ability. It comes naturally. You make a difference in people's lives. Whether people are sharing their comments and their outcomes with you or not, doesn't matter. You have been true and authentic all the way. And you are a gift to all of us. Thank you. What is done, and more will again be uncovered in the days to come. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. And let's just take a few minutes to share how you guys felt. This was beautiful. Again, I didn't know how it would unfold. I didn't know how it would come out, but it came out very well. It came out with a beautiful. Stephanie says, I have missed your guidance and support. Oh, yeah, that damn rocking chair. Yeah, don't worry about it. You know, I'm a bit less present too, because as I said earlier, I'm a little bit busier with my clients. As I said, I'm not doing one-on-one sessions anymore. It's like we work together for 7 weeks, or unfortunately, I don't offer just separate single sessions. I do feel that I'm not helping people as much by doing this, because people have one session, they feel good and they process it, and things are happening in their lives, and they realize it cannot happen in one shot. Nothing happens in one shot, even if it feels good, even if it feels wonderful. Things will unfold, and you need to be able to talk again about it. Oh, after our first session, that happened. Wow, that is amazing. What is my next step? You do not want to stay stagnant. We need to go full throttle, and then you're full good. Very powerful. Thank you. Still have tears. Oh, guys. Well, tears are good, actually. I shouldn't say oh. I mean, everybody says that. So, because usually it's associated to sadness, but in this case, it's not sadness. It is just releasing. It's just reconnected to who you are fully and completely. So again, feel free to first come back in a day or two in this post and share how it feels. Again, be aware that you'll need probably another 48 hours to process this. Even though it was a short session, your higher self is not gone. It's never gone. But I know, even though our eyes are open, it is still strongly connected. So whatever you saw, however you saw your higher self connecting with you, it hasn't severed yet. We don't want it. It will slowly sever. it will slowly disconnect to that kind of level because you could not live with that energy all the time. It will slowly disconnect, but now it needs to finish the process. It needs to finalize it. So you will still feel light and beautiful and uncovering a few things. Erica says, why? Thank you, sweet soul. I know everything is happening perfectly. Thank you to all who were here in the support of each other as well. Wonderful, powerful, beautiful. I'm happy for that. So before I let you go again, feel free to share your comments, how it feels now, how it feels in a few days. And remember, if you feel that whatever emotions are coming through and they're stopping you from one, charging the right price, from one, enjoying your client's results and powerful success, whatever is making you doubt that you're aligned when you are doing the most powerful, beautiful work you're meant to be doing, please have a chat with me. Honestly, call me. Again, of course, I might talk about my services if we feel aligned. If ever I feel you don't need me, I'll just say, no, you're good on your own. You don't need me. Or I'll say, maybe later, whatever your situation is. So feel free to call me. It's a free chat. We can chat together 40 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour if we need to go through all this. It works by connecting and booking your time and date by going to natalieresort.com/chat with Natalie. I will post the link here, but I won't be channeling during this talk, but this talk could allow you to see potential tools, potential ways of working that you never thought of. And again, this is totally free. It's a way to map out, it's a way to plan the best way for you to organize yourself, your time, your energy, to feel empowered in the most aligned way and feeling so blissful about it. So this chat is about that, is to know what is good for you right now and express if you have fears and if you have doubts about yourself. Of course, we can talk about that, and we can talk about maybe the source or maybe how to alleviate that. So these talks are not, I don't want you to think of that as a sales talk. It's not really that. Of course, at the end, I will ask you, hey, do you want to work with me? And you might say yes, you might say no, and it's fine. I might say yes, I might say no either. But just that talk will shift your energy. Just that conversation will shift your energy. It will bring a certain awareness, because we will talk like really from healer to healer, from light worker to light worker. So just that, you will feel that, yeah, somebody gets me. At least I can talk about that. So Sarah, feeling light above and lots in the womb. Yeah, it is possible. We carry a lot in the womb, mainly for, of course, women, because we have a lot of energies there. Conversation with the right energies helps us gets thoughts out in the open totally and feeling less stuck. So truly thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it was my pleasure. I wish you a great day, a great evening, wherever you are in the world. I'll be back for more. And again, share your feelings a few days from now. Just tell me how it went. I know we spent a little bit more time, but I've been absent a few weeks, so I think it was nice to see you again. I send you a big hug, and again, use your gifts. You will feel so happy when you do so. And make sure you can make a sustainable existence with this beautiful gift, because you'll feel so much aligned. You'll feel so happy when you do this. Bye for now. Bye-bye.